Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Rich back again, the Cold Society, man. I know it's been a long time. You know, shit go how it go, man. Dealing with some shit. Niggas got jobs too, so there's always that going on. But I'm back again, uh, coming with some more content, some more messages that, and I gotta say this, and not in the element of the ego or pride that I get off to saying something that's unfamiliar to people, or I just want to be that guy. It's plenty more guys, more established in me, that has taken a journey and major steps to me in spirituality, and I acknowledge those brothers for that. So if my content ain't what it is for you, you can definitely go get with them. And if and I don't take no shade towards it, I don't take no nothing towards it, I ain't one of them type of dudes. If you want to know more information about things that I highlight, or things that you've heard through whatever, all you gotta do is hit the inbox, leave a comment or something. I'll lace you up good with everybody that gave me a lot of motivation, you know what I'm saying, gave me a lot of insight. I'll shoot you them same people. 9 times out of 10, most likely, you've seen them at least once or twice. But I'm gonna say that I just been away for a while, doing my own thing. You got to push shit in the ground and got to get some stuff out the ground. You know what I mean? So, nevertheless, I was gonna bring a slight lesson on alignment. I'm still gonna handle that because alignment, I mean spiritually, of course, which is me, everything is spiritual. There is no, okay, this is life, and then it's spirituality. No, everything is spiritual. Everything is spirituality. But I'm still am. Matter of fact, lesson for myself. Let me get away from that. I'm gonna get straight to that. So, one thing about spiritual alignment is if you want to start aligning yourself to a place where you can not just compete with life, but you can, you can win at your life, it's because of what you align yourself with. You look at a typical businessman, you know what I mean? He aligns himself with certain things. You know what I mean? He not hanging out with, you know how this shit go. He's aligning himself with certain people. You know what I mean? Billionaires hanging out with billionaires. This is what they do. They align themselves. They know about alignment. This is nothing new, but it's inadvertently new because, everybody doesn't take to it. So, just in case you don't give a fuck about what I'm saying, let me get the spirits in a little bit. For the gods known and unknown, for the ancestors known and unknown, for your loved ones known and unknown. So, I want to get, going back to alignment, I'm sorry. Alignment, you have to, like a businessman, they align themselves with certain things. You know what I mean? Hell, even a prostitute aligns herself with certain things. She got a pimp, she got, customers, she has a way of life. She uses drugs. Like you align yourself with certain things to get through, whatever it is to get through. I'm gonna use a prostitute as an example because people take it as the most degrading shit in the world. A prostitute gotta do drugs because she's numbing herself to a lot of the trauma and a lot of the feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's what she aligns herself with to do the job. That's what it calls for. Now, in the average life, that's the average life too, sadly, but in the average life, a lot of people look for alignment, but they don't know they're looking for alignment because they ask themselves, why do I keep coming into the same thing? Because your alignment, you've aligned yourself with that same paradigm. You know what I mean? You haven't changed anything. And I've said in one of my last videos, when I did the decoding on Ant-Man Quantumania, I was describing the quantum reality. That's a big hit of it right there, because you're aligning yourself, and quantumly, when you align yourself, that's what that is. You're basically setting, and when I mean quantumly, you're setting yourself up for, you do something Tuesday, whatever you do Monday, it's going to end up your Saturday, your next Monday, what you do. Let last week, that's what I mean by that. So by aligning yourself, when you do it for that job, you align yourself for that job. You know what I mean? I got to get up early. I got to do this. I got to have my coffee. I got to have my clothes out. I got to do all this. So let's do it for ourselves. Because we do it for a corporation that I guarantee don't give two fucks about you. They find one person that can do it better than you. No matter how much they like you, no matter how much they smile to your face, almost kissed your ass with their lips, I guarantee they replace you. If you think I'm lying, because I love them, those they call them, like how Satanists call religious people Bible thumpers. I love these job thumpers. I'm gonna just make up something. These job thumpers. These people that believe a job is the end all and the all. If you ain't working, you ain't living. This is a corporation. Trust me. You would do the same thing if you had the money to do it. If I'm gonna find somebody to do the same thing for cheaper, I'm gonna do it. And that's happening right now. Chicago is a sanctioned city. You see what's going on. You see people coming in from all over with no legal papers, getting set up shop much better than you ever got set up shop with your hard working ass. And they getting the same thing you got. The exact same thing you got. Take a pause. Think about that with your hard working ass. Now, work hard at thinking about that. That's why I say everything is spiritual. It tells you this shit don't fucking mean nothing. You done work got your nails dirty. You done worked hard to get what you got. Motherfucker come over here, don't even know how to say hello. Got the same thing you got. Huh? Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? That tells you it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, if you align yourself with the right things, that shit won't bother you. I'm gonna get into that right now. A lot of things behind that is, I'm gonna tell you first, it's mental blockages. We have a lot of mental blockages, so we can't align ourselves with certain things that call out to us. You see what I'm saying? Because to align yourself, you have to have a starting point. At least a starting point. And don't get it twisted. People say, oh, there's what we are, there's no beginning and end. True, they're not lying to you. But when you're human and you align yourself, remember, they talking about something past the physical. So now that we're physical and we're human, you have a start point and an end point. That's why you come out the pussy and you go in the ground, 6 feet deep. You have a start, end point. So at the start point of your alignment, you have to be in tune with that inner child. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard because it's hard to maintain the inner child because you damn near poised to lose it coming up because of what's the systematic. You know what I mean? Your parents are the first people to tell you no. They're the first people to emphatically brainwash you and no. They're the first people to give you doubt. A kid, you don't understand what a kid now. Of course, to us, a kid going to do some shit that they shouldn't do, not ideally dangerous that can hurt or kill them, but they want to make a mess. We're gonna stop them. You know what I mean? They may now have this is just inadvertent. This is how powerful the spiritual world is. By just telling them no, and they have that zeal, that they feel so much purpose in doing this random shit. And we telling them no, you won't know how much you zapping out of them. How much you zapping out of them. That's why some people, they let the old folks, they let the kids do whatever the fuck they just don't hurt yourself. Just don't kill yourself. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's why you always see kids dirty, kids running around off high as hell off sugar. You know what I mean? Because one way or another, our DNA tells us they need that. No matter how politically correct it is to tell them not to, some people find it, no, they need that. Let them get dirty. Let them scratch up his knees. Let them do that. Whether it's a girl or a boy, let them do it. At a certain age, let them do it. Because they come to a realization that even if they don't want to do that no more, that don't mean their spark is lost. Their spiritual spark is lost. It can never be lost even if you're brainwashed. I'm going to get to that later. But it doesn't mean it's lost. It just means it's dormant. You see what I'm saying? But going back to, I never left it, but going back to the ideal alignment with their inner child, a lot of times we're faced with that in adulthood, with getting away from that, having, just like that child, having a given instruction on something, you're not supposed to do that. But we have a zeal to make something happen. And it may seem impossible to the average person, but we need to make it happen. You tell somebody your situation right now, where you want to get. Being logical, being real, your ideal goals. Let's break it down to something mundane. Your ideal goals, you know what I'm saying, are far-fetched shit from your actual reality. But you manifest, you go into darkness. You think about that. You know what I'm saying? There's darkness when you close your eyes. There's darkness when you imagine, because there's no light there. There's nothing actually there. There's darkness that you're pulling it from. Whether you can't see it or not, it's still a darkness aspect that you're pulling it from, because it's not visible. It's in the shadows. So you're pulling that from it, and you're manifesting it. You know what I mean? To come closer or complete your dreams or your goals. But you're aligning yourself somewhere with those thoughts. Like, I'm gonna give you an example from me. For me, my thing always was like, okay, I'm gonna give you one example. Like I told you in a few videos, I had my temple days. You know what I mean? Where I actually had a bishop, a very a damn good, teacher, a damn good teacher. I never knocked a man on what he do. A damn good teacher. And he used to do one of these rituals where, like for New Year's, everybody would come down and give you parchment paper, and you write basically a desire down. And I always wrote Solomon, knowledge and wisdom. See what I'm saying? So I wanted to align myself with Solomon, because Solomon represented, and one amongst so many other things, knowledge and wisdom. This off the Bible basic reading that you get. It's knowledge and wisdom. So when I started aligning myself with that, I began to strengthen my gnosis, me knowing a lot of things. I began my research started to get more intense. Then the wisdom came, my realization came. I just didn't know shit. I started to realize things. Some of the things that I knew, or I thought I knew, I came to realization that it's something totally different. That I was looking at it the wrong fucking way. I took the wrong angle on a lot of shit. That's the realization. How did I come to that realization? Because I aligned myself. Year after year, I want to get like Solomon. I want to have that knowledge and wisdom. I want to be able to use demons to rectify a temple to God. Not ideally, I want to build a temple to nobody that I believe is in the sky. But consciously, knowing what I just said, I want to build a temple to God. I want to build my being up to its highest value. You see what I'm saying? Because Solomon means much more than just, some nigga that used demons to build a temple. And even going into that, a lot of Bible thumpers don't really get the aspect of that. They don't really understand, you know what I mean, what that entails. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you a little snippet of it real quick. It's a rabbit hole. But Solomon, I'm going to make it in my words, not in what you would hear in another short or sound bite. In my own words. Solomon symbolizes a cosmic, basically a cosmic symbol. He's a cosmic symbol of our DNA, of our attribute, of ourselves. You know what I mean? Think about it like this. Let me bring it back to a modern day situation. Solomon used when people of God, people so highly of God, left the fucking temple, said, fuck you, Solomon, and the host you rode in on. The host he rode in on. He got demonic ass demons to erect his motherfucking shit, to build it for God. And by your belief, you Bible thumpers, demons hate God more than fucking anything. Right? Now, let me give you the outer look at it. This is a man that had a mission, and he got something of another substance to get it done. See what I mean? And oftentimes we have to do that. A lot of people are what you would call an energy vampire. You know what I mean? People who love to play in your face. I'm once again bringing it simple, modern day shit so you can understand. People who love to play in your face and piss you off, knowing it's gonna piss you off. People who love to push your buttons. That's an energy vampire. People who purposely wake up to push your buttons. They know if I say this, I'm gonna piss them off. If I say this, I'm gonna do this. And they do it to get a reaction. And there's no logic behind it. You didn't do nothing to them. They did more to you than you ever imagined to do to them. And oftentimes, that's an energy vampire. That's how they draw. They don't go in combat. They don't compete. That's too hard for them. They just can't suck. They just can't drain. You see what I'm saying? But it's not blood like they do in the movies, Diary of a Vampire, all that shit. The originals, all that shit. No. It's your energy. It's your mindset, where your thoughts are going. That's the energy, not your physical running energy. You gonna be able to run a fucking marathon and be pissed off at somebody. Trust me. But your mindset, your whole time running for however many hours, whatever you do, you cooking your dinner, you're taking a bath, you on your way to work, you thinking about that motherfucker. That's the fabric that makes them an energy vampire. They're taking your thoughts. Your thoughts are the most prized possession you have inside of this universe. It's your thoughts. That's the most prized possession that you have. Because you could use it, once again, to align yourself. Because don't get me wrong, your thoughts can fuck you over. Your human thought is one of the most Endless things against you in the aspect of what you truly are. Talking about your soul. Your thoughts don't go with that because you're not even tapping into your soul. Your soul is dormant. I didn't explain that already. But going back to alignment, hopefully I didn't gave enough on what I just explained, but going back to, more things on alignment, to make it like with me, even you see this blunt right here. See what I mean? Everything about me, I'm gonna give you a 0, I'm gonna give you a 20/20. Like I was talking to a brother a few days ago, and he said drinking was his coping mechanism. I'm sorry. I said smoking, for the time being, is my coping mechanism because I choose to deal with humanity on certain levels because I know, and it's the reason why it's been paced at this level, and I'm getting at how it is. Because I would have been way more aggressive in my actions spiritually towards a lot of the things. Even though I know enough, once again, this shit is called a cult society. So I know enough karma don't mean shit once you put it out your system, like anything else. So karma comes to the motherfucker that think karma exists. But I don't take that route. Not because I love motherfuckers. For one, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Once again, you're human. As a human, what? Hell, if you even want to take it to the Egyptians' code in it, what they got the 72 negative confessions. So basically, what I take from that is, as a human, you gonna have your own motherfucking battle in itself. That can't no hoodoo, witchcraft, or any demon or monster can do much more. They will only be saving you because a motherfucker will only want to just kill you instantly, torture you a little bit and kill you instantly. No. My thing would be to let a motherfucker go out fully. You know what I'm saying? As an individual, you gonna as an individual, you're gonna deal with your own trauma and your own everything. The universe ain't biased, motherfucker. The fuck? They ain't showed you that shit yet. Even if you're one of the people that think, oh, is this the black people that's gonna be going through and shit? Look up the shit that white people getting hit through. Whether it's through our divine spirituality, which is actually above the fabric of the universe, which is gonna juice the fabric of the universe, or anything. Because I hate using spirituality and using white people as an apex. Like, this is the scale. They don't even equate in that shit. Black people ideally don't even equate in that shit. It's something that black people was the byproduct of that shit. Understand what's really going on. You're not supposed to be human. So being black and all this shit, they describe it, you're not supposed to be human. So this is a byproduct. That's why in this realm, you get treated like shit. Because you're a byproduct of the shit. Because you're the origin of the shit. But in understanding of that, that's where alignment has to come into play. You know what I mean? So I align myself with certain things. I align myself with this information so I don't have to come back here and deal with this. And people want to talk about, oh, life is just everything. You have to go over here, you have to go over there, and da. Because again, the universe is tricky. The universe will show you anything. It's not fucking real. could be so easily taken away. Because guess what? To get over there, I don't give a fuck if you're rich or poor. It's gonna cost to get over there. It's gonna take some type of work to get over there. Whether you build the shit yourself, it's gonna cost to get over there. See what I'm saying? And I'm not saying money is everything. You can't move without it. Follow me. The thing is, these places that you can get yourself to believe will make you feel better, they don't. Because to get there, you got to start somewhere. Remember I said that starting point a few minutes ago? So you have to come out of a womb, right? Then you have to be grown up. You have to be raised. And then you got to get to that point even being able to be one of those people to say, "Is more out here in the world." Who will say you're going to get that? Motherfucker, don't think about that, do that. Think about it. It won't hurt. I promise you it won't hurt. I'm here. So, what I'm saying is, you have to you have to be honest with yourself. Before you even begin anything to align yourself, be honest with yourself. And it's hard for people to be honest with themselves. That's what I find more people want to stay away from. But you have to be honest with yourself. That's the key to spirituality, being completely honest with yourself. That's how you free yourself. That's how you truly begin your spiritual journey. It's not by somebody telling you, "Hey, you spiritual because so-and-so, you come from Kemet and you are God." And blah, blah, blah. That's not how that shit go. That's not how that shit go. You bullshitting yourself and they bullshitting you. And start by your goofy ass. Excuse me, no offense. I'm a little fired up. That's my pride. That's my ego. I'm calling myself out. I'm a little fired up, but forgive me. But it's on you seeing the whole full circle. You see what I'm saying? You have to be honest. Be honest with yourself. That's what I mean by seeing the full circle. Seeing the full circle of your shit. Be honest with yourself. Don't tell yourself a lie. And try to tell yourself that you're beginning a spiritual journey, because you're not. You are not. You are creating a tiamat. And I told you what the fuck that shit was. That's something that has all the abilities of a god, but is using every ability to make everything to wreak havoc. And I don't mean wreak havoc only in a say the word, put it like this. Not in a say the word kind of, it's fucking shit up. Put it to you like that. Ain't color code shit. It's fucking shit up. You're not going to be happy with that. Trust me. Because handling the negative aspects of being a tiamat, or let me make it simple. Being toxic. Most people don't know how to be toxic and handle a spiritual balance of being toxic. Because that shit, like I said earlier, will not giving a fuck about karma and going in for the kill type shit. It takes a certain skill set. It takes a certain stillness and a certain solitude, a certain fortitude. It takes a certain mind to go there. Not saying that nobody's capable of that. I'm the only motherfucker. I never said I was capable of that. But most motherfuckers, it's tough because, once again, you're still a human. I will give you a very key element in it. To get to that level, you got to give a huge middle finger to humanity. Whatever your definition of humanity is. Let me take that back. Some people don't just so far-fetched. Once again, what I find in people, when you talk to them and they're not saying something ideally they want to hear, that's not what they hear on their timeline, on their social medias, they start thinking. You can't listen and think. You need to listen. Either choose. You're going to listen or you're going to think. You listen to get what the fuck you need to think about. Even if it's worth thinking about what the fuck I just heard, Or this shit is something. Let me think about what this motherfucker just said. Or any motherfucker just said. So it's just being honest with yourself. It's how you start. That's that starting point in alignment. Being honest with yourself. Don't bullshit yourself. I mean this in all sincerity. Don't bullshit yourself. Be honest. So that's how you know what to align yourself with. That's how your spirits who are sent here to watch over you, you know what I'm saying, to console you in whichever manner, whatever you choose to believe in this lifetime, whether you believe it or not, they can help you better off your honesty, but they move off your command. If you want to be on bullshit, they all for the bullshit. If you want to be honest and be real, they all for that, and they gonna give it to you. But you gotta use it for that. In other terms, they call it growation. Now you motherfuckers that think you know something, do the math. All this shit is the mind. Damn, melanin motherfuckers is mind. That's what they trick y'all with. They think it's because you black, you got magic. You have to know and realize you have magic. Not just say it, not just hear it, not just quote it. Do it. Motherfuckers think it's abracadabra. I'm supposed to drop this light in here and $1 million start floating out the fucking cup and I start giving everybody listen to this shit $1 million. That's what niggas really want. That's what niggas really fucking want. If you fucking stop thinking and listening, I guarantee you, I don't even know you motherfuckers. I guarantee you, at the time you listen to this, I'm giving you the keys to get to where the fuck you gotta go. And I'm calling it a 50-50. That's my ego and that's true too. Because I am that I am. Once again, it's alignment. See what I'm saying? That's controlling the ego. That's not the ego going all out on the M saying I'm the greatest master teacher. I'm nowhere near no shape or form no master teacher at all. I'm forever a student. I don't give a fuck how many realizations I come to. Richard is a student. Richard's gonna stay a damn student. Because I'm gonna tell you another thing. One of the things that I love in metaphysics is a joker. Because to me it symbols, people won't say it a lot of things, but to me it symbols stillness and balance and humbleness. Because even if the individual took in the information that I have, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and agree with everything I say or whatever, and show me more light. They only just came into it. Even if they've been doing 30 years, they just came into it. And they're just coming into those realizations. You know what I'm saying? You are born with a certain realization, a certain gift, amongst others, but you lost it like everybody else. So, it'll put you back at square one. But not to go too far into the rabbit hole. Getting back to the alignment. We dealing with being honest with yourself, and then if you're a person that have a lot of dreams, I'm gonna tell you, or if you don't have a lot of dreams, you have a lot of occurrences, because not going too far into the rabbit hole, it's a lot of things, a lot of bullshit, you know, about stuff that's to fuck up your health. You know what I'm saying? They want to put everybody on dialysis. We know how the doctors play the game. You know, they never tell you the real issue. They know that what you need to do, but when they tell you, it's over with. You do that, they gonna work. Now they got something else for you to kill you. So it's kind of that game. But you're dealing with being honest with yourself. And another thing I wanna put in. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. the dreams or the occurrences. So with your occurrences, if you're not having the dreams, because the dreams are a little bit deeper, that's a little bit more potent. It's the occurrences are potent as well, but the dreams, understand, that's a different reality. You know what I mean? Just as well as a daydream is a different reality, but the dreams are stronger because dreams, everybody knows sleep is close to the death. It's close to the death. So it's a different synergy with that. That's like the bread and butter, the peanut butter and jelly. But nevertheless, when you have these occurrences, you need to. My words to you, because just don't take my word for it. Go and do some research on it. Oh, I have this happening, and if it stuck out to you, you know what I mean, in a situation that you felt like you needed to change, but it keeps occurring. But something sticks out to you that could help you change it, but you haven't realized it, but it keeps sticking. You don't look at it like that. That's how it usually comes. You don't even look at it like that. Like, this can help you, but it keeps occurring. You need to check that out. You need to look into that, because that's something that's trying to align itself. That's something that you need to align yourself with. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's not something people always think to make something better to like I'm describing, to align yourself. You need to go far out. Oh, go to Egypt and get you one of these. No, that's not remotely what I mean. Remotely. Because once again, everything is spiritual. You are spiritual. Everything is given to you. You've been shown these things. You just have to pay attention to them. In your dreams, like I had a dream the other day that an individual, I was talking to an individual I used to joke with a lot. And they gave me a bag full of body parts in this dream. Now, my first reaction was I was scared as hell. I'm thinking, goddamn, the police gonna take my ass to jail. This nigga finna get me caught up. Then I had a calmness. I realized my emotions in the dream. I had a calmness. Like, okay, fuck it. Shit, I'll be all right. Then my third thought was, or reaction was, damn, let me take this shit to the graveyard. See what I'll come up with. I didn't know what to do. In that dream, in that instance, I didn't know what to do. All those three things played in my head, but I didn't know what to do. So I researched what that means. And one of the things that stuck out to me was, it's some things that, it's some things that I can't, it's basically things in my life that are coming apart or something to that nature. And I'm trying to hold on to it. Basically, that's what it was. That's what it was. No bullshit, that's what it was. Things are coming apart in my life and I'm trying to hold on to it. And I know exactly what it hit at and I know exactly what it means. And the body parts to add were dead body parts. Of course, it's not live body parts. It was limbs, legs, arms. What I remember distinctively was head and arms. So, in that realization of that, I started lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm going talking ahead. Okay, so one of the things too, I know this is a little new for some people, some listeners maybe. The moon phases. I got a book somewhere in the cut. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I got this book. This moon phase. My fault, my fault. So I can't find that shit. I ain't gonna waste no time looking for it. That much time looking for it. But basically what I'm talking about before I get into something else, those moon phases, you can easily just research moon phases. It'll give you a lot of shit on it. They give you more books to read on and things of that nature. But with those moon phases, and you realize the meaning of them, you can start to get what you can start to look at parallelly. You can start to parallel what's similar that with this moon phase and the meaning, what you want to change. You know what I'm saying? Or what you want to try to fix, or, you know, situation. Just give it a shot. You know, and on that moon phase, because they'll give you a lot of them, you know, full moon, they got blood moons, all type of shit, wax moon, all type of shit, and it means shit. It means different type of shits. But all coming from a point of meditation, to be honest with you. You can go into those and see what you want to change and start to work on those around that time. Whatever remedies that you have, you know, people always think that because it's, when you talk about things like moon phases, oh, you have to do certain things like this. That way you act like this. No, I'm just wearing this hat because I'm extra. But you don't have to ideally do, you know, something like, it's just, once again, the magic comes from your mind. Not your brain, from your mind. You know what I'm saying? What's really laid and what's transpired, or not what transpired, what really is molded and manifested at its highest capacity. You know what I'm saying? Inside you. That's the mind. The brain, they told you in school, is just basically muscle memory. So, talking about the moons, you know, just look up your, I don't have the book with me to really give it to you straight how I wanted to, but to give you a snippet up, to give you it the best way, really short, because I won't take up too much time on it. Look up the moon phases. See what they offer. See what you can align yourself with, and come up with something yourself to work out around that time on what those moon phases mean. And you will find around those times you're trying to do those, your situations, you'll get a quicker result. I'm not saying it's going to turn over completely, but you will get a quicker result. Now, another thing on alignment, I got this other book, The Cosmic Compass. I showed this before in my, I showed all my books before. And, well, most of my books, or a handful. And my Bookshare early in my videos. This one's by Emily Clintworth. And it's some good work in here. I'm not going front on it. There's some damn good work in here. But of course, not to diminish anything, I don't go to do that. But I'm still gonna have my opinion, just like she has hers. Well, let me stick to this alignment before I go too far. Alignment with the Cosmic Compass. That's giving you a lot of numerology, a lot of astrology, which gives you direction. Like, people want to know where to be, you know, what's the best day to do this or do that. One thing is, writing your name out. Like, I'm gonna show. One more second. I'll try to get up real quick. Okay. God damn. I ain't got no paper really. Sorry, I'm unprepared, but it's my book. All right. Emily, you wrote on every page, didn't you? Sorry about that. So, like I said, one of the things with numerology we're dealing with. So we want to deal with the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, C, D. Of course, the whole alphabet's on right now. All right. Now, a lot of people don't add. I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people don't add 0. I do. Let me tell you why I do. Once again, that's how that start is. That's the nothingness. That's where the universe comes from. The universe is 1. Then it goes up to 2 and it goes up to 9. Everything from 1, when you deal with numerology, everything from 1 to 9 is universe. Anything from 0, that point of 0, that's outside the universe. That would be your black ass. 0. You start the shit. You begin the shit. But anyway, I'm just gonna do my name, right? This is my graph. You can see, of course, a little bit. I got the numbers up here starting from 0. Spirits ain't drinking. So they say drinking is a sin. It's called spirits for a reason, motherfucker. You got 0. You see how I got it? The alphabets. Notice my handwriting ain't the best, but I hope you can make it out a little bit. You know how the camera angle gonna give you not the best view. It don't look like the best view to me, but I hope it look like a better view to you. But nevertheless, 1 all the way, like I said, 1 through 9. That's universe. That's the universe. Everybody get trapped inside of this. That's what we trapped inside of. 1 through 9. Completion and coming back to that shit. We need to get back to this, starting at 0. Being a nothingness, not creating this bullshit of a universe. But anyway, I'll start with 0. So I'm gonna just give you one for mine, and then you can conclude from there. You know, let's say, I'm gonna just use mine. My name is Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R-D, right? So R, I got a 7, I got an I got an 8, C, I got a 2, A, I got a 0, R, I got another 7, and D, I got a 3. So that's, oh, should I put C? What the fuck was I doing? Supposed to put 2. My fault. Hang with me. So 728073. Of course, you add that up. All right. Of course, I'm gonna show you numerology. I'm gonna add it up into one big ass number. That's what you get. So 7 and 2. Well, I'm gonna go make it simple. 8, 2, that's 10. The 7 is 17. At the end, you got 0, of course, is nothing. You got 7 and 3, that's another 10 on that side. So you're dealing with 27. So you're dealing with 9. So my name is Completion. And my universal number will be 9. Right? So now, go by this graph. That's a part where you can align yourself. This is what someone she can show you in this book. Not ideally, of course, I got this from, something else. I got this from my teacher, my bishop, in my days. He just distinctively, not distinctively, but directly, showed me this particularly. The first person to show me that. Like I said, I give honor where it's due. I'm not one of them type of dudes. I don't hate on people. I don't think I'm bigger or better than the next motherfucker. I just know Richie is Richie. You know what I'm saying? You think something wrong with it? Fuck yeah. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, but my universal number won't be a 9. So, you find out yours and you start your alignment. You know what I mean? For instance, universal number 9, that's completion. That completes a cycle. When I look at my life, I have a lot of cycles. At some point, I was a class clown. At some point, I was, running around doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And then at another point, I was just a hungry soldier, which in a lot of ways I still define myself as that. But in another form, I realized my worth as a soldier. You know what I mean? And even though I know I'm in a absolute, understand my place as a soldier. Once again, I'm gonna repeat that. In the absolute, meaning at the end of the day, I know I'm still a soldier. So how I look, view, and know myself to be is a kingdom, not just a king, a kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Who always will prove and ready and never unready to prove that my flag is worth being where it's at. That's the same way everybody else should look at it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, once again, I'm not trying to infringe, but once again, I one thing I do pride myself on is being about upliftment and empowerment. You know what I'm saying? No matter really, ideally what race, color, or creed. Like I said, you're a human. You're gonna come with your own ism and gnosis of bullshit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So me over here in this hat ain't gonna do too much talking my shit. But what I want to get back to real quick is with this Cosmic Compass book. I definitely would urge a lot of people, like, The name at the bottom says itself. Like I say, a lot of times you gotta do this shit yourself. Do it yourself. Yearly astrological planner. Plan your astrology. Basically, and that, I know a lot of people's new to that shit. Basically, what that means is cross your T's and dot your I's. Learn how to learn the cadence of dotting your T's and crossing your I's. This is basically what this book can do for you. This book that this lady wrote, and so many others that do or that hold this type of information. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you one page. Just open this shit up. Like the contents. Of course, chapter 1, discovering your cosmic compass. Creating your cosmic calendar. It's chapter 2. Chapter 3, import turning points. This is important. Important turning points. This is chapter 3. Important turning points is chapter 3. You can see it for yourself, all of them. You know what I mean? And important turning points, I'll tell you that right now. If they don't have it directly in this book, it's going to allude to your inner child. Guarantee you. It's going to allude to you. It's going to hint around your inner child. Growth through, and then chapter 4, growth through the sun, the self. You see that? Growth through the sun, the self. This book even still smells good like the candles. Then you have the collection energy cycle. No, chapter number 5 actually is your energetic approach to the year. Then you got your spiritual direction, making the most of your year. Then chapter number 9 is your vision. Chapter number 10 is the ultimate why. Oh, this should be number 1. Number 10 should be number 1 like a motherfucker. Your ultimate why. All right. So as far as alignment, I've given you a little snippet on that. I'm gonna give you some more as well. My next video, but this is gonna be a part 2 on that. But I'm just having to get back into it. I ain't gonna lie to you, it feels a hell of a lot better doing it, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna conclude that on alignment. And it was something else I wanted to address too. It is so freaking hilarious. So goddamn hilarious. The ultimate why. It's chapter 10. Which leads me to my surmise, which is usually at the beginning. I like to save mine for the end. So, the ultimate why. And why I choose to turn this is to the ultimate why is, like I say, you want to get to your spiritual height. And to the point where when you transition, you can truly transition and your soul doesn't have to take on another Mokaba, another body to operate. It can operate at its genuine pace. See what I'm saying? this is why I take that approach so serious. Because, like I say, the ultimate why. Why are people the way they are? And I ain't just saying why ain't people conscious? Why you ain't got a stone on your chest? Why you don't wear a chain like me? I don't give a fuck what you do. I humbly don't give a fuck what you do. But I gotta take a sip to this. This is the surmise. I'm gonna talk some shit right here. But this is real shit. This is something like a light TED talk. This is like an aggressive TED talk right here. Why? And this is to both, not just a shot at women, a shot at humans, men and women. For one, let me go take it straight to where I'm going. The ultimate why. Why, as a woman, do you want to have a child and not go through the logical, chronicle, evident steps to properly raise and assert another human being into this world? Because you never thought of it like that. You never looked at it that this is another human being coming into this world. It was your baby. You don't see nothing wrong with that statement. Your baby. It belonged to you and it was something. Let's go. So, for one, if I had some hella fine juice, I got some shit. I got some stories for y'all last. I ain't gonna get into that. That's not what this semester is about. But if I had the juice to it, whenever a child has to be born, those whatever hours of labor, the woman and the man they should have a bed for the woman and a bed for that man. Everything she feel, he feel. They feel that shit together. Because now, and they should keep that like, okay, let me rabbit hole. Not rabbit hole, but in conjunction. I was a part of this. I had a job. I was a youth counselor with counseling youth with Story Catchers Theater. It's a good youth company. You know, they do a lot of stuff with shorties that's locked up, you know, between the age of around like 17 to like 24, some shit like that. You know, they do a lot of good things to try to give them a realization. That's what like drew them to me. So, nevertheless, I'm doing this shit. And, well, fuck it, I forget where I was going with this shit, but I knew it was going to someone the ultimate why. Because this is furious. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. No analogies. That's how you know it's tough. Why the fuck why do you have mothers around that's not mothers? That don't make sense to me. Because I have a daughter, and I've seen her come out of her mother. I've witnessed that shit. Now, granted, her mother didn't take the pain head on. Gave it a shot. I'm not a fan of it. I'll get into that later. But once again, I am who I am, so that won't affect much. I can repair all this shit. But nevertheless, I seen her go through all that. And beyond even my own understanding, or realization to that point, because it's so powerful, I know that I have to always be and do better. I know I always have to be on levels. I know that. And I'm just a young man in this generation seeing that. Now, like I said, as a woman, and I can say this confidently because I've seen, once again, at that temple I told you I was at that same place where I had the tutelage of the bishop, sure is. There was a sister there. I won't give out her name, because motherfuckers, but in all honesty, she 100 motherfucking sister. She 100. And her gnosis and her realization, she 100. Who she rubbed wrong, I humbly don't give a fuck. And it's not in no other type of way. That's something that just, it don't involve me. The fuck? But she a damn good sister in her gnosis and in her realization. Because this sister said, basically, you look around, you want to say what's fucked up with society, it's the women. Nigga, you pushing these motherfuckers out. How can you sit there on that damn bed all that time, all that lose all that damn blood, stinking all that long? For what? For what? For what? To call yourself a woman when the motherfuckers that came out of you ain't shit? Or they're not reaching their peak? For what? What do you really get out of that? You know, I'm saying for the sisters, for the women and the men of all race, colors, and creeds. Since you're listening. It's easy to get your ass licked, but it's hard to raise a kid. It's hard to, because, oh, you have an excuse. I didn't deal with my trauma, so I can't walk you through your trauma. Get the fuck out of here. Then stop fucking. You knew what you was doing. You see, I'm gonna level with you. That's why I take this shit so serious. I was one of the people. I wasn't raising my hand like, I want a kid, I want a baby, I want a... No. It's the people that can repeat, that can say, I heard him say he ain't want no kids. And not to say I don't love kids. I would rather be around kids than adults. Let me make that plain. And I ain't no creep motherfucker, because guess what? Kids ain't finna pretend with you. If they playing with you, they want something out of you. And it's very transparent what they want. You see what I'm saying? They're not wanting something to hurt you. They're not trying to hurt you. They'll piss you off a little bit, but they're not trying to hurt you. They just want something from you that you probably don't really want to give to them. That's the most a kid will, that's the farthest of a limit a kid will push you. Like I said, I'd rather be around them. Because guess what? We're learning. They're teaching me something. They're teaching me what I thought I was perfect at. They're teaching my pride. They're lowering my ego. They're lowering my pride. I thought I knew something. Now you're teaching me I ain't no shit. The book a lot of you motherfuckers read told you a child won't lead your dumb ass at one point. But you thought it was a child of God. Somebody had to walk in the church with you with just as sharp as you do. Get the fuck out of here. It's that motherfucker that you didn't send your ass off to get in your definition. That's the motherfucker that's gonna teach you. That's every piece of bullshit you done put out, and it came out in solid form. Yeah, it did. Came out in solid form. Whether you realize it or not. And it came out to give you a realization. It's just on you. And I just heard Dick Gregory say it best. I don't know how long. Well, he probably ain't said it best, but I just heard Dick Gregory say this. I don't know how long ago he said it, but he basically said the universe. There they go, the damn universe again. Once again, it's triggered by us. So, nevertheless, the universe will give you glasses you can see. The rules is you can't take them off, and you can't force a motherfucker to see. You can't force a motherfucker to wear them glasses. They only prescribed for you. My glasses prescribed for me. A lot of these motherfuckers who go around, who lives by, who embody what I just described, mothers who don't want to be mothers, fathers who don't want to be fathers. I know you would wonder, what the hell is that's different. That's something I didn't expect this. This is spiritual channel. Follow me. Because that's how a lot of motherfuckers get lost. You see what I'm saying? My life, I ain't gonna tell my whole thing. I just guarantee my life doesn't allude to anything of the nature of me doing what I'm doing now. What I went through in 33 years of living, I'm 33, born 1990, March 4th. Nothing in my life says I was going to be doing that. To the naked eye. To the naked eye. Nothing in my life says I was going to be thinking like I am now, being how I am now, moving how I am now. Nothing. Nothing. Because motherfuckers want to get their ass licked and make nothing. Go through all this damn trauma. For what? For what? You know what I mean? And I see this a lot. You know, I see people, I still got a Facebook and all that shit. I ain't one of them motherfuckers that they gotta be like this. I still got a damn Facebook. And I see a lot of people talk about, these parents don't keep their kids attacked. And it's a point to that. It's a truth to that. Motherfuckers see it because guess what? And a lot of the people just ain't saying shit because I know one of those people who particularly put out a status like that, I know they're a parent. I know they one of those assertive parents that don't just put their kids up for the motherfucker or run away from parenting. This brother told me, man, I got another one on the way. Man, I'm so and happy he got another one on the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, spiritually on different levels. Sorry about that. On different levels, that's a motherfucker. You bringing out another one of the gods, they still, no matter how much your household, you're gonna still positive. You can come from the most positive household. You still have to go outside of that motherfucker. So ideally, you can't protect them. You can arm them with shit to protect themselves, but you can't yourself protect them from the outside world. That's a given. So you still giving them up to the world. She just came out the pussy, straight down Madison. So it's like, the shit, you know what I'm saying? Even with all that, you still have to give a fucking conscious effort. See what I'm saying? Not even a conscious effort in ideally the absolute and spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, not just by being able to quote, hey, I'm spiritual, hey, I'm conscious. Just mother whip common fucking sense. You see what I'm saying? Once again, we spiritual anyway. Whether you know this shit or not, you spiritual anyway. Just by waking up and farting, motherfucker, that shit was spiritual. Damn. So, by coming to your own realization, you can make your breakthroughs. And you can start to align yourself with what you know, not what I can tell you, hey, this worked for me. Well, it is. That you might probably don't even need to know what the fuck this is. See what I'm saying? Your soul done probably dealt with this on all type of fucking levels. You need to be unlocked to something else. Go into your study and find it. That's all I fucking encourage. Go into your study and find it. Stop trying to listen to a motherfucker and try to get that shit. Go into your study and find it. Any real motherfucker that's in a position for you to listen to, they gonna tell you that. I promise you, they gonna tell you that. Because that's what the fuck this shit really is. If you want to get another 2020, that's why I left. I no longer claim I'm no longer under the tutelage of a bishop, of a damn temple, or no brothers, none of that shit. Richie ran for Richie. Richie is learning to go over Richie. Richie is learning how to put Richie in his place and really get back to what's really real. Couldn't get that nowhere else. Because guess what? They want Richie to be something. Richie need to find out what's really going on. The ultimate why. Why in the fuck? And the real question, why the fuck do humans make other humans with the subconscious intent to never really give any full potential to that human? That's the ultimate why. I have no clue. Because I've said it's been reasons, and I'm not saying this in shame. I'm saying this in gratitude, because this is something that I'm wholeheartedly in. And you see how many videos that you have, you can look through and see the time spaces between those. That's because I'm being a father. That's because these videos talking to you niggas ain't everything. You see what I'm saying? Realizing the realm that I'm in, realizing that you still got to take steps, just like that chakra system. Shorty, my chakra system. You see what I'm saying? My chakra system gonna take a long go on itself. It's already popping and doing what it needs to do. Let me give her main things, not her main things, but her basic necessities at a high level so she can get to what she needs to. She ain't around looking for little goofy ass shit. That was my daddy. I didn't even know who he is. If I didn't took that route, I can't do shit for you. The fuck? I can't do shit for you but add more trauma. All I'm gonna do is tell you, hey, I was like this and da-da-da-da. That's another thing. Why do parents who don't be around come around and feel like your kid's supposed to just be an open book? Just come around. Oh, you want my social security card? Like, what the fuck is it? No. Do you realize what you did? You realize you fucking left a motherfucker? Like, ain't no motherfucker ain't cool, fam. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. And I watch this shit a lot because, you know, the queen, she be up on a lot of this shit. A lot of those serial killers and things of that nature. And let me stop you right here. I'm not saying, once again, I'm centered. I am centered. Ain't nobody got no power over me to make my mind go to that level to take their damn life. Once again, what I say, I know what I say, and I follow what I say. What I say, and when you hear it, that's at the most last, like I said before, that's the lowest point. It went through my mind, it came down to me and went through my mind and resonated, and I had a realization. Before that, I had a gnosis. I knew it, and I had the realization on it. That's where the magic happened. I didn't say it to you, it don't mean shit. So, I can say this with confidence and emphatically. Because I ain't gotta be no damn... Any motherfucker, any typical motherfucker that would have been given what I was given coming up. Trust me. Like I said, it's a far cry from what I am now. Not holding a foam finger, but I goddamn it, I am a little bit waving that motherfucker. Waving that motherfucker. Because I could have been a lot of things. I was supposed to be X, Y, Z. But I'm not. See what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers really hate it. I understand if you hate the spiritual part. I mean, I really don't expect a bandwagon to jump on this shit. I really don't. I truly, really don't. But just the basic shit. Just the basic shit. The motherfuckers around their kids. Motherfuckers a father to their kids. And you would think motherfuckers, not to say my mother's child is my prize, and I can say that with confidence. I love my queen. And I know my gnosis and my realization, I have to do more to let her see that and evolve my appreciation to her. Because she has done that. She's earned that. And I'm going to say something else in the ultimate why. Women, I'm going to talk to especially mothers. Why do you get offended when your son meets a woman, a strong woman, and he wants to make it, and he's standing strong on his family? Even if his daddy was a bastard, a no good scoundrel, wouldn't you be proud of your son because he's a stand-up guy? I'm like the blunt on that one. Y'all think about that. I ain't through with my surmise yet. You see, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, I done bit that. Once again, one of the things, that's the second thing I got from the bishop. Here was this. There was that surmise. See, what he used to do, he'll rip a nigga ass in that surmise. On the psychological. So now I'm going psychological. I'll go spiritual first. He goes psychological first, then he goes spiritual, give you the lesson. Yeah? Close the surmise, open up with the surmise, then go into his lesson. Open up with the lesson. Then I'm gonna go into the surmise. Like, you thought it was sweet? Nah, I see you. I got you. I got to get you. I got to get you. I got to get you. Because I know you're listening. I got to get you. And you're only listening because you're eager. But once again, in all seriousness, why? Why have children when you go through that trauma? Man, you see her go through that trauma. So you had enough patience and time to lay ass down. However long she got dressed to come out the house, you waited. However difficult she was to get to the pussy, you waited. You was patient. You was, oh no, baby, that's too gay. Motherfucker got a baby. I need this. I'll be back. I know that's the old school typical shit, but like, man, that's the first thing that come to mind. That shit, damn, Joe. These women, I ain't gonna say just the sisters, these women, these vaginas, these walking vaginas. Fucking damn. Shorty, you wild as hell. You wild as hell. You wild as hell. And I'm gonna keep 100. It's toxic shit when you know you got a goofy ass motherfucking female and you got three, you have more than one, 3 to 4, 5, 6. I know too many of these. Once again, I grew up in the hood. I know too many of these niggas, and y'all blaming women for everything. No, bro, that's a little bit of you too. That's a lot of you. Because if you think that, you right. It's some women out there that's bogus. But you think that, why you keep making kids with it? Because another thing amongst niggas love to gloat over the dumbest shit. The dumbest shit. Crazy bitches got good pussy. So you finna go raw dog and make you about 6, 7 kids this crazy motherfucker to really find out how crazy she is, huh? Yeah. That's a real nigga shit, ain't it? Motherfuckers kill me, man. Motherfuckers truly. I'm at a loss of words. This is a wholesome mind. I'm at a loss of words. Like, how do you get to that point? What formulates in your mind to say, I'm not going to give my child full effort. I want to let, this is what people think they're doing right. It's okay. I'm going to let the school raise them. I'm going to let the church raise them. I'm going to let this raise them. I'm going to let that raise them. I'm going to let them. I'm going to let they raise them. No. That school, ain't nobody in that school get their ass licked but you. You got the nut off. You raised the kid. That's the rules. I follow the rules. You got to follow the rules too. I got my nut off. I'm raising. No matter how often you see these fucking videos, no matter how often I get to do whatever, because guess what? It's accountability. See what I'm saying? Understanding this is another human being that's been brought down into this. See what I'm saying? It's another human being that got to deal with all this. Another vessel that got to get prepared with everything else. But all you can think about is your funky ass getting licked. That's all you can fucking think about. Is your funky ass getting licked. Getting sucked on. The after effect, wow. That's the thing. See, it's almost like work. You got to get up early, go in. I don't want to go in. Just go in. But you got to get the money though, right? You got some off days. You got some PTO time. You can call off this shit. I got a secret. Come close. Don't tell nobody. It's not like that with a kid. You got to raise the motherfucker. They come from you. Motherfuckers gonna get that bitch back. On God, motherfucker gonna give your kid back to you. Motherfucker gonna have your kid for a little bit. They gonna get that motherfucker back to you. So that means it's your responsibility. Yeah, it's your responsibility. And guess what? They ain't just giving a motherfucker milk and changing a pamper. Once again, they deal with all this. They gotta grow up. They gotta be an adult like you. You know you stupid. You don't want them to be stupid like you. Oh, out of all what people, and I come across a lot of motherfuckers that classify me as smart as hell. I don't hold my phone finger like that. I know I'm stupid as shit. I done passed up on so much shit. It's so much shit that went over my head. There's so much shit. I'm just catching up. That's just me not letting my pride win. Oh, you done come to a realization now you a smart motherfucker. No, bro. You just came to realization. Welcome to the party, nigga. That's humbleness. See what I'm saying? You should try that shit sometimes. I promise you, the best meal you ever had, the best fucking meal you ever had is humbleness. Humble pie. Try it. It's better than the old girl pie, Gladys Knight. Whatever the fuck, I think it was her. Gladys Knight. It's better than her pies. 10 times better than her pies. 10 of her pies. Can't touch one. Humble pie. Try it. And give it to yourself. Go buy that motherfucker. Don't let nobody else give it to you because it ain't gonna taste the same because your pride ain't gonna let you taste the same. Ain't gonna let it taste good to you. Your pride gonna tell you it's nasty. Give yourself the humble pie. And look yourself in the mirror or just come to that realization because the thing with realization is it's always around. All you gotta do is once again, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. A lot of people are not honest with yourself. When people say, I don't recall that, they're not being, that's the biggest lie. When people say I don't recall, that means I said it, but damn it, I'm not finna go by right now. That's all that means to me. I promise you, every time. I'm not saying this just for a hit, just for a hot take. Every time somebody has said, I don't recall that in my life, they did it like a motherfucker. I just didn't have the delivery in their mind. I didn't have the delivery to make them admit and say, oh yeah, I did it. I said it. Or they just was that headstrong and saying, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna be honest to this goofy ass nigga. What is what it is? And you can laugh at me and say, oh, you was a goofy ass nigga. I guarantee you, every real nigga think that, I guarantee at some point you'd have been somebody goofy ass nigga. I guarantee you. Because that's why you have to show a motherfucker your gangster. So, what the motherfucker say? The ultimate why? The ultimate why. Y'all should look that up. I ain't gonna even get into that. Because I didn't dabble in this book already. I ain't even get into that. Because like I said, I'm not diminishing this Arthur. This Arthur did some damn good work. She did a hell of a lot of work than what most motherfuckers do. This Arthur, Emily Clintworth, I'm giving Miss Clintworth a flower. She did some damn good work in it. It's a damn good book, damn good read. A lot of good channeling off of this book. Like I said, I go a little deeper, which the same way she goes a little deeper, and her, it's her rightful way. She goes a little deeper. But like I say, like I look at this shit. Once again, I've been locked up before. I've been to the joint. They give you numbers. I still remember my number, M17196. Yeah, I was an M number. Motherfucking, that's some shit that they used to prison you. Once again, I just showed you my number, 9. Completion. That's what the universe wants me to learn. That's the lesson that I created this motherfucker. I had a hand in creating this the way you did. And the universe teaching your ass some lessons too. Whatever race, color, or creed your ass is teaching your ass some lessons too when you had a hand in creating this motherfucker. You was a part of the zero that created this motherfucker. Now it's gonna teach you a lesson. Then don't get it twisted. It's all for good measure. As I always say, it's all for good measure. I promise you that. It's all for good measure. But at the same time, You gotta be able to see the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something. The universe and the court system, and you done heard it before, they're parallel. The court system ain't gonna give you a pass off your ignorance. Neither is the universe. You gotta know that motherfucker. You gotta know that court system. Just like them lawyers, they know the court system. You know damn well you did that shit. They done got your ass off for doing that shit. Johnny Cochran wasn't famous just because he was a black man being a lawyer. The fuck? Motherfucker know how to get off of that shit. As an individual, as a spiritual being, as a soul dwelling individual, as a soul, you need to find your way. You need to find your motherfucking way. A lot of people, and it's sad to say, a lot of people not. Know what it's gonna be? Why? Because of their flesh, because of their pride, because of their ego. A lot of people can't let that motherfucker go. A lot of people are the pride and the ego. They never scratched the surface. And this is why I would debate. This is one thing I will debate. That motherfuckers, well, I'll take that back. I won't debate it. That's where I'm getting a little bit too. I wouldn't debate it. Take that back. I wouldn't debate it. Because it is true. But goddamn the way motherfuckers act make you think that they so good, they had to be from the start. They had to come out the womb like that. Ain't no spirituality when they was little. Like, they had to be that way. A lot of people will convince you of that. They will. But I've realized too much, and I know too much. You get out of what was real, and you enjoy too much bullshit. At some point, you was real. The most phoniest motherfucker, at some point, they was real. Even the motherfuckers that identify as being so real today, you was more realer than you are right now, real ass nigga. But this world, they got you parallel. The bullshit in this world, they got you parallel with thinking that when you comfortable with it, that makes you real. And it's the polar fucking opposite. It's the polar fucking opposite. Because even to have, in the grand, I'm gonna give you something real. That's why a lot of people who, and I'm not taking, once again, I'm not diminishing, not taking no shots. I'm just being real. Don't come down on me. Do your own homework. Please never take my word for a goddamn thing. Research the shit for yourself. Become the scientist. Become the fucking chemist. Do the fucking work yourself. So, that being said, in the grand scheme of spirituality, humanity ain't shit, never will be. I said that before. Go watch the movie, damn, I forgot the name of this shit. It's on Nefarious. That's the name of the movie. Nefarious. I think that's the name of the movie, Nefarious. It's about a man, he in prison, he got the death sentence, he possessed by a demon.